For this experience, I would like to express my gratitude, but also my admiration for the work that you are doing. As a diplomat, my field of work is of course quite different, and I cannot help but feeling baffled by some of what I have tried, to understand by the concepts with which you are working with every day. But thankfully there are always also bridges that we can found and where we can connect.
I have some words of the ambassador which I would like to share with you. Serbia and Switzerland are roughly similar in size and population. They're landlocked at the crossroads of many cultures, proud of their traditions, and counting on a famous tennis star to represent universal values of sportsmanship across the world. I believe that there is much more than this that can bind us together in the years to come. I think the next step, I hope that the sports analogy continues, but I think the next step is up to science and technology development. This is shaping the world around us. As the ambassador mentioned, this is, in these difficult times, maybe the most important mechanism to show that we are all Homo sapiens, and that we all want to have this world survive and develop.
Switzerland is home of some of the best funded and renowned scientific institutions. It has been continuously ranked #1 in the Global Innovation Index since 2011. And this is due, of course, to several factors. I will just mention very few. Switzerland is among the countries with the highest spending on research and development in relation to their gross domestic product, whereby the private sector actually accounts for more than 2/3 of this expenditure, which amounts roughly to $22 billion per year. However, I would say an important key to the success is the international cooperation and the openness of the academics and scientific sphere of Switzerland, and you have all experienced it, those that have been and are connected with Switzerland. Actually, 55% of all PhD students in Switzerland, they are not Swiss. 50% of professors are not Swiss. It brings us back to the fact that actually brilliant minds are disseminated all over the world. Science knows no borders. Collaboration and communication are essential to achieve success. And over again today, when the director spoke to me, I always, heard this vision of collaboration and communication.
The CERN mission is having among the many activities, 4 on which it relies on. It's a research in high energy physics, particularly particle physics, and to the highest limit. So really research which is something exceptional. The second pillar is innovation, developing and application of latest technologies, particularly cutting-edge technologies that will be applied, and they are permanently applied for the textile construction. The third pillar is education and training people from all over the world. The fourth pillar is to bring all people that they can work together at the same place. So the Institute of Physics in Serbia is something that should be connected somehow. Of course, we do not pretend to say that Institute of Physics is little CERN, but one of the main ideas when the Verrocchio Center was founded and created was to have chance to bring some knowledge and technologies that are developed at CERN and brought back here to this institute and developed. Also, this is CERN's important mission to train people and enable them to bring this experience and knowledge back to their community.
While visiting your website before coming to the Institute, my interest was piqued by one of your video episodes of the Garden of Physics series, depicting how to resist pseudoscience. And in this video I recognize some elements that I hold in high regard and I consider vital for effective diplomacy as well, such as the refusal of censorship and aggression, the necessity to communicate with the public and not staying in your own bubble, the need to understand the motivation in people's actions and beliefs, and the use of reason and facts to convince. So science and diplomacy are indeed more connected than we would think. The raw material used by scientists and diplomats may differ, but the mindset is similar. And considering the enormous challenges that mankind faces today, it is crucial to bring the two communities closer together.
We talked about what the Institute of Physics is today. We have talked about the processes that we have set in motion in the last few years to change it to a desired place where we want to go. We have also mentioned about the instruments that we have gotten, financial and support instruments from our government. This is this Verrocchio Center that we were talking about. From the World Bank, this is this SAGE project, which we are very involved in. But this takes us to the vision of the next few years. What we wanted very much to discuss and did discuss, and hope we'll continue to discuss in the next years with representatives of Switzerland, is what we consider to be the ultimate step in this process, and that is how Serbia can start building an integrated national research and development system. We have institutions. In the last few years, we have made networks of similar types of institutions. Institute of Physics Belgrade is the first national institute of the Republic of Serbia, but now this network is wider. There are 8 members of this network. In parallel, as you know very well, because Switzerland was heavily involved in creating another network, and that is the network of science technology parks in Serbia. That started with Belgrade. It has permeated Serbia. I think there will be soon 8 such centers. What we are interested in, what we see as the vision of this integrated ecosystem of science and engineering in Serbia, is to find ways to merge these 2 sub-networks into a working system. And this is something where we can learn a lot from Switzerland. As the ambassador said, you are always ranked as the most competitive research and technology environment, and we have much to learn from you.
So I would like to close by once again thanking you for hosting us and congratulate you on the important work you are doing here at the Institute of Physics Belgrade. I hope that your institute will continue to work closely with Switzerland and Swiss institutions, and I will be happy to support the collaboration between Switzerland and Serbia in the scientific domain wherever there is a mutual interest. Thank you very much.